Did you know 1 in 4 children across the South Plains is food insecure?
You guys have a nice afternoon. Thanks.
Did you know that more than 75% of Lubbock ISD students qualify for the free and reduced lunch program?
Whoa, no, that's a lot.
Can you help me put these up?
Yes.
I'm an RN, and I had an administrative job with clinical duties as well. In May of last year, I got really sick. I was in the hospital for a month and came very close to dying a couple of times. When I got out of the hospital, I really had to go back to work sooner than I probably should have, just because of the situation. And so I lost my job. Not only did I lose my house, I lost my self-worth because I could not provide like I wanted to. So we literally got down to nothing. And when I knew that I couldn't provide it, there was nothing I could do. That was probably the most devastating thing that I've ever felt. And it sounds so simple, and it sounds like, oh really, milk? It's a big deal when you can't get it. It's a big deal when you can't provide a simple thing like milk. So I did happen to be able to get a voucher that day from one of the churches for the food boxes. So we went over there and got the boxes and brought them home, and you don't know what's in them except for, you know, they'll have an open one where you can see this kind of stuff. There's fresh stuff in it, there's vegetables and fruit and good meat. And in the refrigerator box was milk. It had everything that we needed in order to keep my babies fed. When you get in this situation, when you are blessed to have friends and you're blessed to have other services and people helping you, then there are no words for it, because my babies have milk.
You know, I can remember being a youngster growing up and us being on food stamps, you know, and trying to make ends meet from month to month and trying to find a way to balance the amount of food that we were going to eat so that it would last to the end of the month. So it's almost impossible to ask a kid to concentrate in class when he has hunger pains, or you're asking a kid to give everything that he's got out on the football field or on the basketball court. Seeing those things, you know, like I said, they almost bring me to tears, because my heart goes out for that type of kid who, you know, has the responsibility trying to feed himself without money, without any resources. It breaks my heart. When you talk about, you know, hunger and how it directly affects kids, it's always good to have a service like the food bank who can provide food and nourishment so that those kids don't have to worry about where their food is going to come from. You know, the food bank has done a great job of being an asset to us. Without outside resources, you know, it would be next to impossible for us to meet the needs of our kids as far as nutrition is concerned.
Six years ago, I started raising my 5 grandchildren, and Mom and Dad were not able to take care of the children themselves. So I had to step in and start raising the grandchildren. If I wasn't able to receive my food stamps for the children or a food box from the South Plains Food Bank, it would be very difficult to be raising the 5 grandchildren. I can honestly say I would not be able to give my children the nourishment that they need or provide any kind of nutrition for them at all. I knew that I was going to have to set everything aside, and that there was a place that I could go and that would be able to assist me and the children. And the food bank has assisted, and just to have that dignity where no questions asked, and it's just a big help. I did something very silly one time, and I tore up my voucher because I was too proudful. And once this took place in my heart, and after the frustration and I tore it up, I realized that I should be thankful, and thankful that there was a place that was able to provide the need that my children and I had. And feeling very sad about what I had done, I turned around and I called, and they gladly replaced it. And I turned around and went straight, before any hesitation, went down and got my food box. I am grateful and I am thankful, and people that do help at the South Plains Food Bank, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Sometimes when we have to search within ourselves and be thankful that there is the community out there that has a program that can assist us, it's a blessing.